thing that I don't quite understand is Medicaid trust. And for those who are like, what? I will explain it to you. All right, so there's Medicare, and then there's Medicaid. Medicaid is for people who, like, I'm poor, but I'm not poor enough for Medicaid. That's like super poor. And it's actually, it's sort of a, from what I understand, it's a good thing. Like if you want a home health aide, for an example, to help you out around the house, help you get dressed, so on and so forth, you can get that temporarily if you're eligible with Medicare. But if you want it on a permanent basis, you got to get the Medicaid, right? Now, the thing about Medicaid is that if you make too much, and believe me, it's not like I make that much. I'm still of the low-income variety. I'm just like, I'm poor, but I'm not poor enough kind of situation. And sometimes I'm too poor. It's a very weird thing to be in. What you can do is you then have to, or like one way to get Medicaid is to then give your excess income, and then you have to give it to what is called a trust. Now, first of all, you have to then send in your excess income every month for a trust. So let's just say you have to send in $800, right? And then each month, that money that goes into the trust can only be spent on household expenses. So like rent, electric, internet, cable, whatever your expenses are, that's what has to be spent on, right? Which means each month you have to send in your bills. There's no auto pay option available for any of this. It's just extra work. Now here's the thing. If you don't have enough expenses to use your trust money on, you lose the money! You can't keep it for later on. You freaking lose the money. And then also, there's a 10% fee just for having the trust each month. What? In any other situation, this would be called a scam. But in Medicaid, it's called a trust. I don't trust the trust. I'm sorry. Not like what you're getting with Medicaid is like freaking luxury benefits. For an example, from what I remember people who have Medicaid, if your wheelchair is in repair with Medicaid, you can get a free loaner chair, which means you're not stuck in your apartment. You have the ability to leave the apartment and go to the market to get food. That's not a luxury. With Medicare, that's not included. You gotta pay out of pocket. So it's like, people with Medicare need that too. I personally don't have enough monthly expenses, which means I would have to like come up with new expenses. I don't have a TV. I don't have cable TV. So it's like I would basically lose money each month. I don't understand why you can't save your money. I understand that you have to be like a certain level of poor in order to keep getting Medicaid. But like, why does the government like force people into further poverty by not allowing them to save money? Doesn't make sense. It just... So, what do you think of this video? Are you on Medicaid? Are you on Medicare? Do you have a Medicaid trust? What do you think about it? Is this the first time you've heard about Medicaid trust? Tell me about it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter and all of the fun social media stuff. I'll put all the links in the description, and have a good day. Bye.